Good morning, and welcome to the June Drill Weekend podcast for your 182nd Airlift Wing. I am Captain Andrew Connor, the Executive Officer of the 182nd Security Forces Squadron, and I will be your guest speaker for the June edition of the 182nd Airlift Wing podcast. Whether you are just rolling through the front gates or getting settled into your section, pull up a chair. We have a massive, action-packed 4-day drill weekend ahead of us, and there's a lot of critical information you need to know to get through it successfully. Before we take off into the wild blue yonder, I want to provide you with a safety message. As we enter the summer season, please make safety your priority. Whether you're hiking in the mountains, swimming at the pool, or enjoying a cookout, summer recreational activities can be a lot of fun, but also may bring additional risks. I ask you keep safety in mind while you are participating in your summertime events. If you are traveling, be sure to wear your seatbelt, get enough sleep before you drive, and have a travel plan. If doing outdoor activities, use personal protective equipment and always stay hydrated. Take care of yourself, your family, and your fellow airmen, and enjoy the season responsibly. First off, Wing Commander Colonel Ballard wants to extend his personal thanks to every single one of you out there. Your continued dedication, your late nights, and your unwavering hard work do not go unnoticed. This particular weekend is highly significant. Not only are we tackling a heavy operational workload, but we are also gathering to celebrate the distinguished careers of some truly exceptional leaders who have left a permanent mark on this organization. At the same time, we'll be cheering on the hard-earned advancement of our fellow airmen. So let's dive right into the updates, beginning with some major changes to our base logistics. If you are staying at the base lodging this weekend, listen up close. We're officially kicking off our transition to the Bradley University for the June regular scheduled drill lodging needs. Now, I want to stress the critical importance of this transition. This just isn't a random logistical shift or a change of scenery. Partnering with Bradley University drastically reduces our overall wing lodging expenses. Think of it as a highly strategic move. The significant cost savings generated by moving to the university will directly open up funding opportunities for wing-wide improvements that will benefit all of us right here at home. Colonel Ballard asks for your flexibility and cooperation as we iron out these kinks of this new lodging process. For those of you staying at Bradley, please have fun, be safe, and remember that you are all representing the wing, so be respectful guests. If you run into any issues or need anything at all, don't hesitate to reach out to the lodging office. Moving over to operations, on the other side of this 4-day drill, summer is officially underway. But before we can relax and enjoy a well-deserved summer break, we have to take care of business. This weekend, emergency management, medical, and security forces will be joining forces to conduct another combat skills rodeo. We are going to have a few hundred members of the wing participating out there, and let's be real for a moment. Events on the world stage, specifically Operation Epic Fury and the ongoing Iran conflict, have really brought the vital importance of this training into sharp focus. The reality of today's world validates exactly why we train the way we do, but we cannot afford to be complacent. Colonel Ballard is asking every single section not directly involved in the rodeo to take some intentional time this weekend to dust off your gear, sit down with your teams, and train on your basic combat skills. As we enter the brand new era of the Air National Guard, we must remain ready to answer the call at a moment's notice, to go wherever the mission requires. We are already doing it every day. All right, let's get your calendars out. We have a packed schedule of leadership meetings, promotions, and retirement ceremonies happening across the wing the next few days. Let's break it down chronologically so you don't miss a thing. First, our leadership councils. Note that the first Sergeant Council meeting will take place on Thursday, June 4th at 1000 hours in the wing conference room. Later that afternoon, the Chiefs Council meeting will convene at 1500 hours, also in the wing conference room. On Friday, June 5th, the Rising Six Professional Organization will host their meeting at 1500 hours sharp inside the dining facility. Now let's look at Saturday, June 6th, which is going to be an incredibly busy day for celebrations. At 0930 hours, we kick things off with a promotion ceremony for Senior Master Sergeant Scott Thompson over at the Security Forces Auditorium. At 1100 hours, make your way over to the main hangar to celebrate the promotion of Chief Master Sergeant Barash. At 1300 hours, we gather back in the dining facility for a retirement ceremony for Master Sergeant Stephen Solander. At 1400 hours, head down to the engine shop to honor Technical Sergeant Holly Phillips at her retirement ceremony. And finally, at 1500 hours, we will celebrate the historic retirement of Major General McDonough in the main hangar. To wrap up Saturday's duty day, Vector Ops will take place at the conclusion of your shift over at the dining facility. Make sure you come out, support your peers, and honor these incredible milestones. I want to take a brief time out from the schedule to talk about one of those names I just mentioned previously, Master Sergeant Steve Solander. As I noted, his retirement ceremony is this Saturday at 1300 hours in the dining facility. Now, I think it's safe to say just about everyone in this wing knows Master Sergeant Solander through his tireless work in our base training office. There's simply nobody else who cares more about the individual members of this wing than him. If you've ever looked behind the scenes, you've witnessed the late nights and the long weekends he has put in over the years just to ensure we could get to our schools, upgrade our training, and advance our careers. His commitment to our people is entirely unmatched. But here's what many of you might not know about him. Long before he became our wing's go-to training guide, Steve served our country as a Tactical Air Control Party, or TACP. He later spent his years training the next generation of TACPs for some of the Air Force's most dangerous and demanding combat missions. Though many of us only know him in his current role, Master Sergeant Solander is truly a winged legend. If he has had impact on your career or your life over the years, it would mean the world to him to see you in the audience at the dining facility on Saturday at 1300 hours. Oh, and here's the best part. We aren't actually losing him. Master Sergeant Solander will be right back in the formal training office in about a month as Mr. Solander. We are incredibly lucky to keep his expertise as a Title V civilian. Congratulations, Steve, on a legendary career. Let's pivot over to some very important updates from our Military and Family Readiness Office. Taking care of the mission means taking care of ourselves and our families first. We will have a Military and Family Life Counselor, or MFLC, available on station during the upcoming drill weekend. If you or a family member would like to schedule a completely confidential session, please stop by the Family Readiness Office so we can coordinate that for you. Second, a quick status update on our personal financial counselor. Due to Lori's recent departure, we do not currently have a dedicated counselor on station. We are actively working behind the scenes to get a brand new counselor assigned to the wing as soon as possible. In the interim, you have two excellent options if you need financial counseling or advice. Option 1. Virtual sessions with Ken Beardeman, who is currently the counselor for the 183rd Wing in Springfield, and who many of you may remember as our former on-station counselor, as he has graciously offered to conduct Zoom sessions for our members. Just contact the Family Readiness Office to get his scheduled link. Option 2. You can also access free, confidential financial counseling 24/7 through Military OneSource. You can reach each of them online or by phone anytime. Finally, the Key Support Liaison Program is actively looking for volunteers. If you or a family member are interested in stepping up to become a Key Support Liaison for your specific unit, please reach out and contact Military and Family Readiness Office this weekend. Up next, let's talk about a couple great ways to get involved, network, and give back. First, a quick shout out to the 182nd Airlift Wing's Rising 6. This is a fantastic professional organization dedicated entirely to the career development and networking of all airmen ranked E1 through E6. They focus on building strong connections all across the base by hosting fun events and advocating for professional organizational changes. Airmen are highly encouraged to get involved, attend the meetings, volunteer for events, and share your feedback. As a reminder, their next meeting is Friday, June 5th at 1500 hours in the dining facility. Speaking of the Rising 6, they are teaming up with the 182nd Company Grade Officer Council to host the Peoria 182nd Airlift Wing Blood Drive, held in direct participation with the American Red Cross. You can be a hero and literally help save lives this weekend. The blood drive will take place on Saturday, June 6th from 0900 hours to 1400 hours at Building 728 in the LRS Supply Classroom that is located at 2416 South Falcon Boulevard right here in Peoria. While walk-ins are absolutely welcome, appointments are highly encouraged to keep lines moving. You have a few quick ways to sign up. First, you can call or text First Lieutenant Nicholas Marzinski at 309-657-7076. Or you can contact Technical Sergeant Carla Intude at 808-393-1424. Or you can email Airman Akua Adomako at akua.adomako@us.af.mil. Or simply call 1-800-RED-CROSS or visit redcrossblood.org. Don't forget to bring a photo ID, your blood donor card, or 2 other forms of identification when you show up. As a huge thank you from the American Red Cross, anyone who comes out to give blood between June 1st and June 28th will receive a $15 e-card and a chance to win a $7,500 prize. Bring a wingman and let's make a difference. And while you have your wallets out, here's a friendly reminder to purchase your tickets for the upcoming military ball, scheduled for September 12th, 2026. Get them before they sell out. While we take plenty of time this weekend to recognize our outstanding people, we must also remain sharply focused on our future readiness. Looking down the road to 2027, the 182nd Airlift Wing will undergo both foundational readiness inspection and a combat readiness exercise. Let me be crystal clear about this. Preparation for these critical evaluations does not start this year. It begins right now. Every single process we refine, every training requirement we check off, and every readiness standard we uphold today builds the foundation for our success in 2027. We need every single member leaning into this effort starting this weekend. Now, what exactly is a foundational readiness inspection? Let's break that down. Think of it as a massive report card day. It is locked in to happen from February 18th through the 24th of 2027. Instead of just checking one person, the inspectors are looking at the whole unit to make sure everyone is doing their job safely, following the rules perfectly, and is completely ready if we get called out into a real-world conflict. The inspectors have a very specific checklist to focus on. First, they will look at the Department of Air Force Instruction 90-302 rules. That's the big rule book dictating exactly how a unit must run its inspection programs. Second, they'll inspect our Wing Commander's Inspection Program and our Unit Self-Assessment Program. These are our internal self-checking programs. It proves to our inspectors that we are smart enough to find and fix our own mistakes before outsiders ever show up. Third are the special interest items, core inspection items, and special emphasis items. These are special, mandatory programs required by federal law, like safety, security, or legal programs that must be done right. Finally, they will evaluate our readiness reporting system. This is the electronic dashboard or scoreboard that tells higher headquarters, yes, Peoria has the people, the training, and the gear to go to war right this second. So, what is your unit to-do list to get ready? We have some homework assignments to knock out. Clean up your unit self-assessment program. Update your self-assessment databases in the Management Internal Control Toolset. Make sure your local inspection plans are explicitly written down and document how you fixed items in the past. Check your paperwork. Review and update your official agreements, like Memorandums of Agreement and Memorandums of Understanding, your additional duty letters, and ensure any official waivers are fully up to date. Review the big plan. Look at the unit's long-term strategic plan and analyze your trends to see where things are improving or getting worse. Use the risk-based sampling strategy to spot risk. Utilize your risk assessment software tool to find which programs are weak or at risk so your shop can fix them. Finish the continuous process improvement roll-up. Gather all your progress reports on how your section has simplified processes or saved time and money. Let's get ahead of the game, team. All right, you've stuck with me through the regulations and the schedules. So let's get to the most important part of this 4-day weekend. What's for lunch? The dining facility staff has an incredible lineup for us this week. On Thursday, the menu features ribs, baked barbecue chicken, black bean burgers, corn on the cob, and baked potatoes. For dessert, you can choose from key lime pie, Italian ice, or ice cream. On Friday and Saturday, to keep us moving efficiently through the training and our ceremonies, the dining facility will be serving up boxed lunches. These will feature your choice of chicken salad or turkey sandwiches paired with chips, a fruit cup, and cookies. Then we wrap up the weekend on Sunday with a massive spread. Grilled cheese, French toast, scrambled eggs, bacon, burgers, tomato soup, cauliflower, and breakfast potatoes. And for dessert, you'll have an assortment of muffins and assorted ice creams available. Make sure you thank our dining facility services team for keeping us fueled up for the entire weekend. That is all the news and updates we have for today, Peoria. Thank you for your unwavering professionalism and your absolute commitment to the mission. Everything you do, day in and day out, for the 182nd Airlift Wing. Let's look out for one another, take care of business, and have a safe, productive, and truly outstanding 4-day drill weekend. I'm signing off. Have a great drill, everyone.